Well, welcome back, and look what we have today. Quite excited. Look at this. I have the Micro Trains Christmas train set. Tried to purchase this through my normal dealer, and that didn't work because there was no stock. It was sold out. And so I checked around and I got this off of eBay, but it's a new one and it was at a reasonable price. And then in addition to that, I picked up this guy, which is supposed to be the decoder for this engine. So let's take a look at what's in here. So when you look, it's pretty straightforward. We've got the F unit, 3 box cars, and a caboose. And let's take a look at what these guys look like. I'll move the box to the side. And we'll start with this, which is the loco. It's actually, pretty standard local trains, or micro trains local, but rather like this. I mean, it's got the Christmas theme on it, but it's got these little candy canes here for where the for the doors would be, and it looks kind of nice with a little ribbon along there. The other side just looks the same. The top is a nice silver color. Bottom is typical micro trains. So we'll put you back in there. I'm going to put you aside. I'm going to put it on the layout shortly and I'll show you. The box cars are all pretty much the same. Again, they got a little bit of weight to them. They're probably underweighted like most box cars are. But this one says Merry Christmas, has a picture here of Sydney Opera House. It's just, nicely made. It's not super detailed. Oh, look, on the other side, it's got a pyramid, and I'm assuming Arabic writing there. Oh, I hadn't realized that. It's got a wheel, silver top. So we'll put that away with the Arabic writing. And then the next one says Merry Christmas, has Statue of Liberty, and French Joyeux Noël with the Eiffel Tower. Oh, and it says Paris, France there. So in case you weren't sure where they were, it has that on the reverse side. And the last box car, from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Feliz Natal, and the flip side would be from Moscow. I won't get political because the boxcar looks really nice. Plus, I've ordered some additional boxcars, so we'll see what they look like when they come. And finally, we have the caboose. And the caboose says Happy New Year. And Happy New Year. It's rather nice. I can, see through the cupola there. It's got, again, candy canes where grab rails would be. I mean, they're not grab rails, they're just painted on, but that's fine. It's got some nice detail here. It's the typical Microtrains caboose. And now I'm going to go and put it on the layout. Okay, here you can see the Christmas train whipping around. I had to clean the wheels. It started out okay, but it quickly got really jerky running, especially in reverse. And so what I did is used this guy in order to scrub the wheels. And now it's running quite nicely. And we'll go in reverse. You can see it's going well. This is still on DC. Just the initial test to make sure everything's running okay before I take it apart to put DCC into it. Okay, here we go, the whole train now. Let's check out the double crossover here, see if there's any issues. Well, it seems to be running okay. Let's run under the scale 63 mile an hour. I will check the wheel set on this. It may be a little bit narrow. Okay, now off to DCC-ify it. So just so you can see, this is my view of the work area. There's the tripod that the camera normally sits on. And then I just try and keep all my work centered on here. That's why when you look at it, the view you get is actually like that. As this goes into its tripod like that. And so I'll be working on it here, so the letters and stuff are going to be reversed because, well, you see it from there. The decoder I'm putting in is this guy. Apparently this is the right one, the DN163M0. It's not a sound decoder, it's just a regular decoder. And when I took a look at the instructions, they say I have to remove the front coupler first, and once I do, is to remove the body. So let's get on with that. Now I have done Microtrains F units before, but based upon the decoder that I have, it's changed. So, and I don't have my little spongy thing handy, I'm not sure where it is. But first up, I need to take out this screw here. Now before I start losing things, I have a little box here, which is where Kato DCC decoder comes in. Get rid of all the paraphernalia in there, leave the little sponge in, and grab my tweezers, finish unscrewing this, there it's out, put the screw in on the foam, carefully pull out the coupler. Okay, now I'm supposed to be able to take the shell off. Well, I'll try the fingernail method first. Fingernail there, spread the shell apart, and yep, it just drops out. There's the inside of the shell, nothing remarkable there. It says that this mold's 2002. Here's the DC unit in there. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now, before I take that off, I will get out my DCC decoder. One thing I do, even with the cardboard, is I remove, or trash the whole thing, remove those staples. Now, let's take a look at this. Is there anything interesting in the instructions? It says, remove the shell, remove the light shroud, which is that guy. Slide the board forward to remove. Oh, so that has to be off so that the board can move forward. Put some insulating tape underneath the decoder and place the board on the frame. Okay, so step one is to remove this board. I have a little screwdriver here. I can see how this guy is just using little clips there, so I should be able to get in here. Just do a little bit of prying. Do it on both sides. Yeah, that one's up. And use my pick here, maybe it'll look a little better. Or not. There we go. Okay, I saw it flip off. It didn't get off the table. That's interesting. Now let's put these boards side by side. And yep, the light's at the same spot. So this says to slide forward. When you do, these little guys don't necessarily want to slide forward. You may have to help them a bit. Get it to that point, and it should. Okay, that one's out. There we go. So now we have a spare LED if we need one. Pretty simple circuitry. I assume somewhere I guess this is 102's a resistor. Yeah, I may want to figure out what. Anyway. Now, for this guy, need to remove the little piece of Kapton tape. For Kapton tape, oh, it's all covered in Kapton tape on the bottom already. Almost perfect. I'll show you why it's not in a second. Okay, remove all this. Now I take the Kapton tape and I put it on my cutting board off to the side. so that I can cut strips off of it whenever I need them for whatever project I'm on. Now this is good that it's got Kapton tape all the way across the bottom here, so having this all here means it's not going to short out. The problem is right along here and here can short out against the motor here. So what I want is I want a piece of Kapton tape that goes down to just above the motor contact and wraps up around to just above the motor contact there. And I'm just going to do this by eye. What you don't see over here is I'm cutting off a piece of Kapton tape. I'm actually using some Kapton tape that I used from a previous install. Looks like this. Now, is this long enough? Let's put it on and wrap it down and see. Yeah, comes down far enough here. It's good along here. Comes down far enough here, and I'm just going to use my tweezers to tuck it under. All I'm doing here is because there's a bump as I'm cutting a little crease in the tape so it will lie flat. And then we'll cut the little piece of tape off. Like that. Other side looks okay. Nothing special. I noticed this guy kind of bent out of shape, but I can see how they've got kind of a weird little bend to them. This doesn't. I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. Just seeing where this will go. Based on where it will go, that board will push it back there. May need a little bit extra. Yeah, it slips on pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is bend this in like that. Do the same thing here. And I'm going to bend it back out again to try and make kind of a V. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh, need to cut the Kapton tape off of the gap here. That way this will fit down. Okay, so that goes in there, that goes in there. So I can tell there's absolutely next to no contact on these guys. I'm gonna grab a marker here so I know where I'm at. Okay, so where that marker is, I got to create kind of a V in it. Or, yeah, so that everything gets pushed in just below it. Okay, so that's got quite a bend to it now. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that slid in. Think it's making good contact. Let's go put it on the layout and see.